Well, here we go. Yeah, like this isn't something you see every day. I got to put the shades on because the sun is very, very, very bright. You know what? I'm going to take this off my neck. That way, maybe I can speak right into it. Maybe we won't get as much as the waves, but the waves are amazing to listen to. That's for sure. Now, so if anyone's noticed online, anyone that has a kid right now, they've probably seen the show called Bluey. And you know what? This is a topic probably perfect for this channel because my audience, my live stream audience, like to know what's going on in and around the channel. They like to send me things, especially one in particular sends me certain things of the furry kind, which is not something that I really subscribe to. But this is a if you've ever heard of Flash Grits, they are they take like a Warhammer 40k Imperial and they destroy the furries. It's absolutely, they have a whole cartoon series. It's not just that, but they've done a whole series of cartoons based on destroying furries, and it's a lot of them are pretty funny. They're pretty funny. But what's going on here is they use the likeness of Bluey, which is this kid's cartoon in Australia. And in Australia, it's a decent cartoon. You got two dogs growing up, learning how to be dogs or children is more what it is. And it's a pretty good show overall. My little one watches it every once in a while when it's on TV, background noise more than anything. But the foundation or the Bluey company has struck down the Flash Grits video on the situation, and they called it a DMCA. They've taken down the video, saying it's a copyright infringement of Bluey. Now, the difference is you're using a DMCA system that's based out of the USA, and so in the USA, something like this it would be under parody. It would be something where you could use the likeness for a parody of sorts, and that's what this is really a parody of sorts. It's hilarious meme content that does come out of it, but in Australia, parody and conduct where they're destroying or killing the cartoon characters in this sense. This is all cartoons, by the way. All of it's cartoons. None of it's real. And so now you're not allowed to use the likeness of another cartoon or another likeness of an IP in a parody of sorts. You're not allowed to use it, especially when they're destroying the cartoon, when they're using it as a reason to destroy it. Now, if I remember, I watched the video. I ended up looking it up on TikTok. Because it got taken down on YouTube. They're not someone that I subscribe to or anything like that, but every once in a while, I'll see there's content come up. I'll laugh my ass off at it because that's what it is. That's what it's there for, is a content that to laugh at. And by Bluey, the corporation behind Bluey, by them taking down this content, it's going to give the Streisand effect. This Streisand effect is going to make this cartoon go buck wild online, and Bluey is going to become even more famous out of this. So it's a win-win scenario, especially if Bluey turns around and says, okay, you know what? You guys do what you will with it. We've become more famous. Well, this also comes on the heel of people that use the costume of Bluey for like live appearances. And these live appearances, some of them are just god awful. And you know, they advertise them online. I remember seeing this. They advertise it online that Bluey's going to be at the supermarket, and they put on like the $2 dollar store Bluey costume, and it's absolutely horrendously done. It doesn't even compare to what this is, like an official appearance for these costumes that pretty much you could probably rent and put on and actually do a proper appearance for kids. But the Flash Grits thing, that gets taken down. Meanwhile, these knockoff costumes, they sit there, they get sold, and people put it out there, and it's absolutely horrible situations overall. But the Flash grits situation, it's funny. It's absolutely parody. There is no sense in taking a content like this down. It's just something that pretty much exists. They've done many different versions of it. They even go back to the fandom, the furry fandom at this case, and try and give the source code of the furry fandom to Lola Bunny of Space Jam. In that sense, it's absolutely hilarity and parody of sorts, and it's not something that you should really take down. It's they put in the work, they put in the effort, they capulated the essence of Bluey in this sense in this video, but then they take it down, and it's not right because in the US it would be seen as fair use. In Australia, their law is really overreaching right now, much the same way like Canadian law is getting to this point where they're going to overreach. They're going to take down certain content, especially with Bill C-11, Bill C-18, Bill 63, the Online Hate Act that's coming out. These things are all being put together in order to take these types of things down, to take parody down, to take jokes down. And it really is too bad here in Canada, but it's hilarity coming out of the United States where they have the First Amendment right on this sense, and they're going to uphold Section 230, I believe, of the internet or whatever it is down in the States, which we don't get the same liberties when you look at Australia, you look at Canada, you don't look at these same things across the line. And that's why things like this get taken down. Honestly, I believe the Aussie Bluey situation, I believe they could probably block this on grounds that it shouldn't be seen in Australia in that sense because it's Australian law. But I think YouTube should put this back up because it is a fair use scenario. It's not replacing Bluey as a cartoon. It's not targeting kids in this sense like the cartoon actually is. It's for adults, and adults are laughing at it, memeing about it. It's absolutely hilarious. And because of that, it shouldn't come down. It's fair use. It's not replacing it. They make a little bit of money, but they put in the effort. They make the cartoon. They do more of the cartoon. And the water has its own sense of what it needs to say here. Anyway, I'm your proud Canadian Phoenix Center Shadow. I'm signing off here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm doing this from Nova Scotia. This is a 3 hours time difference from what I'm used to at home. So this is absolutely gorgeous things that I get to do sometimes in my life. And I am very thankful for everyone that does watch the videos. Come back, subscribe to see more absolute fun that we have in the sun right now. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great day.